I'm only wearing accessories because they violate Auntie's branding guidelines.
Looks like the second choice has got a new shipment of swill. Gave it a try. Needs some aging, but not too bad.
What? I was just with Barney. He said we're not getting any new shipments for months. What did he let you try?
Well, I, maybe didn't run it by him. It was out of a big metal barrel behind the bar. Said Auntie's finest Star Wipe on it.
That wasn't booze. That was ship wax.
Really? Barney should start selling it then. It's better than half his stock.
Keep an eye out for snitches. We got a good thing going here.
Can't tell if you're a fixer or need fixing.
10 more bits and I can buy my kid her first gun. Sorry, pal. You look a tad too upscale for us to do business.
This ain't the place to go poking your nose in other folks' business.
Sorry, but loitering ain't my crime of choice.
This place ain't half bad. I've been to seedier underbellies.
I was under the impression that Free Market Station was open to all. Why am I being accosted?
Free Market Station is open to all, except spies. It's awful suspicious how you've been gallivanting about, asking everyone questions.
I am not a spy. The information I'm collecting here shall be of historical significance.
Hope that wayward science type didn't disturb you much, friend. We of the station normally do our best to dissuade partisans from making nuisances of themselves. Suppose I can't stop you. Just don't let her convince you to do anything that might put you at odds with our security. All that aside, enjoy your time on...
Greetings. Are you perhaps interested in advancing the knowledge of Arcadia's What am I saying? Of course you are. Please, do tell me anything you might know about the crash of the ACS Free Market. Do pardon my forwardness. I saw that you were a new arrival, but I held out some hope that you might be able to enlighten me where the station populace has not. As an archivist, it's my duty to collect and record hitherto unrecorded knowledge wherever it can be found. But my earnest questions have been met with suspicion. That's great. I can offer you a stipend from my exploratory budget for anything you might converse with the locals, peer into unturned corners, and see what your able hand might unearth. I look forward to furthering the cause of history with you. I'd ask about in the saloon and the bazaar. Both are places where gossip. Sub Rosa likely has some information about the crash, but I'm not sure where. You also might be able to find some intact portion of the ship amidst all of the station. Take a look around. I'm sure you'll be able to get farther on your own.
Mind your own illicit business. On my mind.
Keep a low profile. We're trying to run a respectable criminal operation here.
Sir, the emergency override mechanisms are still functioning. If we work together, we might level our descent.
There's no stopping the will of the free market, Ensign. The ship's doomed.
Even if you won't help me, I have to try. For Auntie's choice!
How noble of you. Worry not. While I'm in my escape pod, I'll be sure to come up with a way to tastefully capitalize on your death.
Greetings! How has the data collection fared? Finally, a breakthrough! Let's hear it. How did the ACS free market meet its end? You crashed it. That does not match the predicted possible circumstances of destruction, especially because you seem to be alive. Did you at least discover what occurred in the ship's final moments? Considering the ship's fate, it would appear that try is the operative word in that. Last question, were there any contributing factors to the crash? Anything that might recontextualize what actually happened? I'm pretty sure it wasn't. If it was, this report is going to bear some glaring absences, which is unfortunate. Still, I wouldn't have been able to get this far without your help. Here's something for your time. It would have been more if I'd been able to complete this, but there's nothing for that now. I shall. Don't worry. This was an intriguing experiment, but it's best to leave. Now I need to get this report to my superior.
Sir, the emergency override mechanisms are still functioning. If we work together, we might level our descent.
There's no stopping the will of the free market, Ensign. The ship's doomed.
Even if you won't help me, I have to try. For Auntie's choice!
How noble of you. Worry not. While I'm in my escape pod, I'll be sure to come up with a way to tastefully capitalize on your death.
Hello everyone, welcome. Goes all the way to the door and then it can be opened. The intended way to solve this is after you have completed one of them, and once you put that on, here is how we start with the correct order. we're gonna start with the very first one. Since it's green, this one has power. We're gonna turn this one on. This one is the second, the third, and the fourth. So we're matching this one to the very last line. Then and the fourth. So we're the third and
DeVries is gunning to disrupt the peace talks?
and the fourth. So we're matching this one to the very last line. Then we can do the one below. We turn this one on. Then the one next to it. And then the one on top. This will get the top one. And finally, we're gonna do the one in the middle, which is the one at the bottom. This one, the one next to it. Oh, ran out of the gadget anyway, so we know it's this one, and then finally this one.
Greetings! How has the data collection fared? Finally, a breakthrough. Let's hear it. How did the ACS free market meet its end? You don't know the first, most basic part of... Did you at least discover what occurred in the ship's final moments? Considering the ship's fate. Last question. Were there any contributing factors to the crash? Lacking this information is especially unfortunate. This report is going to bear some glaring absences, which is unfortunate. Still, I wouldn't have been able to get this far without your help. Here's something for your time. It would have been more if I'd been able to complete this, but there's nothing for that now. Auntie's Choice seems to be inundated with its own problems, technical and personnel alike. We should have ample opportunity to use this for propaganda purposes. You should have said so. Here's something extra from my stipend. Now I need to get this report to my superiors.
Ten more bits and I can buy my kid her first gun. Come on, have a heart.
You just bought a shooter from not a weapons store, right? How's it treating you?
Mind if I don't pay no
ain't.
mind?
Can't
Remember, can't
tell
chit-chat.
if you're a fixer. Something big at the moment.
Buy from me and live to tell your fellows. Not telling me if I still got both my eyebrows? Never mind. They were just slowing me down anyway. Browse all you like. Everything I've got is fine-tuned to perfection. Buy from me and live to tell your fellows about my store.